First of all, I would like to know from your side, yesterday you took a initiative or released a draft policy. What was the main reason behind this? What's the vision for the India's aviation sector you are looking at?
You see, it is common knowledge that the aviation is nowhere near its potential. Now, this is basically an economic infrastructure, you can say. You can put it that way. So, how do we rise to our potential? So, based on certain discussions, a draft paper was prepared, a draft policy, and this was released yesterday. The idea was that you see, quality of decisions depend heavily on the quality of information. They might be or might not be. This is again another perception that all points have not been covered. Certain things could have been put in a different way. So the angle is that these are released inviting suggestions, and a time frame, though not rigid, is put on it, so that all the information that is available, that all the stakeholders feel ought to have gone in the process of consultation, do appear, and any decision that comes in becomes a conscious decision, because governments are expected to act consciously, not unconsciously. So that's, I think, the basic shift.
So listing was a new idea, but we expect some kind of opposition coming from the AAI Workers Union, the Pawan Hans employees as well. Will you be open to reserving some shares for these employees so that there shouldn't be that much opposition from their side also?
You see, shares to employees is a good idea, because they also should become part of the companies, because it helps. You take any successful entity anywhere in the world, and the employees of that concern do have shareholding. So the level of confidence definitely goes up.
So what percentage would you like to reserve for the employees of these organizations?
Let them suggest. You see, why should we jump to it without any suggestion? Let them suggest what they would like to have. We'll see.
So ATF prices are still not down, but the oil prices globally have come down. Are you going to talk to petroleum minister so that it should be passed on to the petroleum companies and further to the airlines?
Obviously, because that's the policy of the government of India, that petroleum products should be closer to the market, with market reality. So obviously ATF is part of it. So it should come logically in that way, and we will bound to take it up with the petroleum ministry.
So one thing we have seen after you have taken charge is that fare wars are very common. Airlines are decreasing their fares month after month. Some airlines have accused other airlines of predatory pricing. Will you look into the issue? Will you tell some airlines to stop this fare war, because it's hurting the aviation industry as a whole?
You see, fare wars might hurt the industry, but regulation is not the answer. There has to be an internal discipline also among the airlines. And I understand from the Indian fare war that goes, there are still some airlines which are doing well, despite airlines which are underselling. So a lot depends on other performances also, like on-time performance, like reliability. So I guess Indian players have to graduate. That thing is important.
So the audit of airlines was ordered few months back. The findings are still not out. Any findings you have got which is astonishing or which should be shared? Any airline on the verge of closure you have found so far in that financial audit?
You see, in most airlines, their books are not in an order that generates confidence. They need to pull up their stocks. I hope they do it. Aviation is important. We can't have it crashing down. We've already had Kingfisher crashing. I don't think India can afford to have other airlines crashing. But then there's another side to the coin also, that everyone has to behave economically and go in that fashion.
So 2 quick last questions. First, yesterday there was a big announcement of reforms. At least the draft policy was announced. Are more reforms on the cards? Any reduction in the parking charges? More reforms will come in the aviation sector. Can we hope for that?
You see, we hope that whatever decisions are taken will be in our thrust areas. The government's thrust is regional connectivity, so it should contribute to that. Then aviation has a potential. Like right now we are confined to passengers. There are other activities also that should get a boost. So we hope suggestions will come which will make overall this section or aviation vibrant and beneficial to our country. So we are working in that line.
So one last question to you is that airlines in India are divided. Indigo always keeps on accusing other airlines of something or the other. AirAsia is not happy with other airlines. Now telecom industry was also facing scenario almost a decade back. Now will you work towards bringing all those airlines together so that now aviation sector will work towards the benefit of all airlines and the passengers also?
You see, airlines, we would like to encourage competition among them to bring out the best. We don't want it to become unhealthy. But desiring one thing and getting another is a different issue. I guess they also have to work responsibly. They are also responsible to their shareholding. So I guess everyone in the ultimate analysis will have to work responsibly for a vibrant aviation in India.
Thank you so much for talking to us, sir. Pleasure talking to you, sir.
Thank you.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.